how did he convince you to do this? Because the first thing he led with, he said, bring in Tanya in. She doesn't like the show, or she's not sold on it. So why would she want to do a podcast? So I'm really curious to know your angle and how he convinced you to take part in this nonsense.
There's two things I hate about you, Matt, and they're your face. So, Victor,
put me in a bad place.
It's a comedy, right? You know that, right? And
I'm not trying. Listen, I'm not trying. I get it.
Victor's a prude.
But I agree with Victor. It's not about it. Yeah, it's a comedy, but they take her character too far where it's off-putting.
You know.
Like, no.
So we took two different things from that scene. You took I took possum facts.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm with you, man. I mean,
understand.
this episode, from my perspective, gave you two idiots everything you've been looking for.
Yeah.
And you're still giving it a clearance. You wanted depth. You wanted story. You wanted a little bit of versatility.
Strong female characters. Yeah.
And by the way, lots of educational material in this episode, whether you're into phys ed and your, scrotums and how they work and whatnot, or whether you're into which colognes to use for what or how to clean grease off your hands. Lots of good education.
There's this fat man running for it, thinking Wayne's going to just pound him.
And Wayne's just standing there looking bewildered. What the hell's Squirrely Dan doing? So here's a note from Matt. Too fat to run. Welcome back, Squirrely Dan. I cried laughing during this scene as he ran off into the field.
He dropped his pants.
Yeah.
Like, straight to the floor.
I think that was my first laugh.
Yeah. That was your second laugh.
I've never seen that in my life.
I have one time. It was at work. Long time ago.
At work.
Person no longer works there, thank God. And I walked in, there's someone ass out, pissing in the urinal, and I turned around and walked straight out. I'm like, I can hold it. And even that intro scene, I just remembered, deep down, I'm still 6 years old laughing at fart jokes. Like, it's never going to stop. I feel like if you're not laughing at fart jokes, you've officially grown up.
Ended up playing some cards.
Lots of euchre. Do you guys play euchre in Seattle, Dean?
I've heard of euchre from old people.
Old people.
That's rage in our territory.
Do you remember Bob Euchre? He was the dad from Mr.
Oh, for
Belvedere.
fuck's sake. All right, so...
I remember Bob Euchre.
You know what?
Come on.
I'm going to call you on this, though, hon,
Stop
because...
with the ostrich.
Wait a minute. All right, guys.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. I'm gonna tell on my wife here. After the last episode, so after we record, I usually stay down here and I because I want to edit and I want to put the upload the episode. She went to bed, but she didn't go right to sleep. Instead, I get a text from her saying, "What was the maybe I need to read the text. Can I have my phone, please?"
Oh boy!
I had to investigate
Real talk
to see how an ostrich mates to see whether or not it would be feasible for a person to
So here's the text I got at 10 to midnight the night after we recorded the last episode. Ostrich's mating wasn't what I thought it would be.
Dude, she's a keeper.
I thought bums up, head in the sand kind of thing. Turns out they sit on the ground for it. There's no way a human could do it. The video evidence has been locked in. I hate that I looked that up.
Yeah, so it was very much a Letterkenny kind of euchre card game that we were having with multiple drinks on board.
Yeah.
And my friend turns around, and I don't know how the conversation came into play, but there was a reference to her dog's penis. The size of it. And I said, you think that's bad? You should see what an ostrich's looks like.
That's right.
And I thought Alan was going to fall off his chair. He was laughing so hard and pointing at me going, you just did that. So there you go. The ostrich just continues. And now they said, and now you've got that in my head and I have to go see what it looks like. So yeah.
You just rolling.
I'm telling you, it gets in your head, and you have to like, you pause and you go, now how would that work? It's like when you see like a really, really tiny woman with a giant man, and you just kind of, for a moment, just kind of stop and pause and go, now how would that work?
What rating would you give this episode, Fart Book?
I'm going to surprise myself on this one and give it a
What?
Do it. Do it. Push it through. Push it through.
Don't push too hard, though. Wow.
I believe we led in episode 0 with you saying this was your hatred.
I was. I know. I am just as surprised as everyone here.
This is the TSN turning point. I love the episode. I mean, it's my number one so far. Whatever. It's just to me, like, it felt like it was just tacked on at the end. Like there was this like triumphant moment. Everyone's having a great time, and then suddenly somebody, oh, what are we going to do for a cliffhanger? Oh, let's have somebody walk into the bar, challenge Wayne to a fight, and
they closed it the way they opened it. It called back to the first episode.
Oh yeah,
it's a callback.
It's a callback. It's a love letter, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It made sense, and it worked.
Did you hear that, Matt? I got Victor and Tanya to defend the show.